Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Star Trek issue 47. This is from the 1967 Gold Key series. This issue came out in September 1977. It was written by George Kashdan, art by A. McWilliams, story consultant Doug Drexler. There's no attribution as to who did this awesome cover, but it's quite fun and it absolutely relates to what's going on in the book. So we get a little preview of what's going on before jumping right into the story, and the Enterprise has encountered space cucumbers. Well, they're actually pods full of energy, and it seems to be an intelligent energy. It repels the Enterprise when it gets too close, and even shuts their power off for a little while before reactivating it as a hint to, back off a little bit. Well, it turns out these pods really are full of intelligent life, and they take sort of humanoid form when they land on this advanced planet, and they start absorbing things, going out of their way to seemingly not hurt people before they take off again into outer space. Now, the Enterprise follows them to a Class M planet, and there is a giant tree growing out of the planet, hundreds of miles high, and it seems to have a lot of these pods on it. When they go down to investigate, they come across this old man who claims to be immortal, and he says he's been growing the tree and growing these creatures, but Kirk and Spock know that something else is amiss, and when they challenge the man, they are attacked by the creatures, but a contest is put forth because Kirk knows that something isn't quite right, and he has to prove a point to the old man. It's an interesting story, but the resolution is a bit weak. They never really say what happens to this old man or who he really is or how he got to be so old or grow a giant tree, but it's a comic book, so you just kind of go with it. I think the characters were definitely in line with what you see in the TV show. The art's pretty good. They do look like the characters enough to get you through the book without a problem, and I think the art's actually pretty solid. I was really surprised by that, actually. I expected some lower tier art, which you would often find with third-party publishers like Gold Key. They would cut corners a lot, but this one actually had some decent art on it, and they were definitely trying to make the characters look like they did on the show, and the Enterprise looks very similar, all that. So I would recommend this. I thought it was a lot of fun. It's kind of hard to find these at a reasonable price. They have been reprinted before, I do believe, but not in a really, really long time, which is a shame. Maybe IDW or somebody with the Star Trek license down the line will reprint these, because they're pretty interesting during that period between the original series and the motion picture, where there was a definite glut of Star Trek material, and I think you could do a lot worse than these comics. So if you're looking for some fun Star Trek stuff that isn't too serious and has a sense of fun about it, this might be for you. So if you can find these at a reasonable price, even in bad condition, this one was a lot of fun. I would say pick it up, and the cover is really, really well done. I like the covers on these. The painted look is very hard to find for this era, so it's nice to actually see some high quality sci-fi art on a comic book. So good recommendation, solid book, a lot of fun, good for all ages. That's gonna do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, the links are in the description to various support methods, and as always, we hope to see you on the next one.